Is it still viable for ABS-CBN to get a franchise? I'm almost certain na dadaan siya sa It's Showtime. Totoo lang, gusto ko nang magsalita rin si Mr. Ray Valera. Yun nga lang, kinapos. I'm really hoping at least maka 10,000 subscribers tayo. Okay mga Kuya-Kuy, this is Kuya Mike, ang Kuya nyo sa Amerika, and this is for the Kuya-Kuy List. Let me say Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat, mga Kuya-Kuy, and then Happy New Year too. Tomorrow is the 31st. So ilang oras na lang, January 1, 2025. So I hope everything is good with you and your family back home in the Philippines, and of course kung saan man kayo around the world. I'm sure marami sa inyo ay from other countries away from the Philippines. So lang oras na lang, pero I'm hoping na magawa matapos yung ating vlog at ma-edit natin to. Kinder Life, at may gagawin pa tayong isa pang brand. Okay? So abangan natin yan. So 2025. At maraming salamat po sa mga bumili ng mga shirts here in the United States, back in Canada, and even in Europe. Maraming salamat po. Ano ba ang mga pangyayari? Alright, so it seems na mukhang maganda ang Disyembre at even perhaps yung pagpasok ng New Year para sa ating It's Showtime. Okay? So number one, at long last, na-renew na yung kontrata ng GMA at ng ABS-CBN, at tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang It's Showtime sa GMA, although for 1 year. Ano kaya at bakit hindi nila ginawa ng paraan na kung saan gawin nilang 2 years man lang yung It's Showtime? What is holding them back? I'm thinking it's GMA's decision to do that, and not ABS-CBN. So ano kaya? Ano ba pwedeng gawin ng ABS-CBN to make GMA confident sa pag-renew ng kontrata? And again, this is a co-production, hindi ito block timer. So, but at least we have a year to go. Because laging parang pahirapan ang It's Showtime and even yung mga productions. Kasi nga into content creation na ang ABS-CBN. Is it really time for ABS-CBN to get a franchise, to create a new one? This is not a renewal, pero creating a franchise for them. Kahit mukhang hindi maganda ngayon ang business, no, na opportunities ng pagkakaroon ng another conglomerate, another malaking kumpanya na ABS-CBN. Is it still viable for ABS-CBN to get a franchise? And kailangan pa ba ng Filipinos? At tingin ko kailangan pa ng mga Filipinos ang ABS-CBN. Is it better now with the BBM administration? Well, tignan natin for year 2025. Aside from that, si Mr. Sofronio Vasquez mukhang babalik sa January dahil alam ko meron siyang concert sa Cebu. Could be sa Sinulog. I'm not sure kung magko-coincide sa Sinulog. During that time, yun na yung mga fiesta sa mga kapuluan, lalo na sa Cebu, sa Aklan, at sa Iloilo. I'm almost certain na dadaan siya sa It's Showtime, and then of course, bibigyan ng pa-welcome naman ng It's Showtime. Totoo lang, gusto ko nang magsalita rin si Mr. Ray Valera. Bakit hindi pa nagsasalita si Ray Valera? After all, siya talaga ang nagmanifest kay Sofronio. He will find his way, and he has just done that. Found his way papuntang The Voice at nag-champion. First na Filipino na Asian na naging champion sa The Voice. Aside from that, so that's like two things, no? And then for Vice naman, I think this is also augurs well for him, lalo na sa kanyang Metro Manila Film Festival na pa-entry na itong And the Breadwinner Is. You know na after hindi siya pumasok at hindi siya nagpalabas ng pelikula last year, nag-decide na itong si Meme Vice and probably, nag-switch ng lane a bit, no? Dahil may padrama na ito, went for an acclaimed director, na si Mr. June Lana. And maganda naman ang mga reviews, okay? May not be excellent so far, pero at least hindi na yung usual comedy ni Vice. And marami nagsasabi, this is Vice Ganda's best film so far. And I'm hoping na tuloy-tuloy ito, no, na she would be confident enough na magkaroon ng magagandang pelikula, yung kalibre naman. Kasi kaya niya, no? Napakamahal ngayon ng bayad to go watch a movie. I think she did correct. Kumuha ng magandang direktor. And then, of course, nakasama niya yung mga really thespians, na mga actors, no, and actresses, na Eugene Domingo, sila Gladys Reyes, si Jong Hilario, and so much more. Yun nga lang, kinapos na masama dun sa top 3 or top 4 dun sa Metro Manila Film Festival, which is really okay. Pero nanalo pa rin si Vice ng isang recognition from the jury for, again, doing such a movie na lihis, different this time, na recognize siya doon. And again, sabi nga niya, this is going to be the first time na nakita yung presence niya sa Metro Manila Film Festival. Hindi pa siya nanalo before sa Metro Manila Film Festival. Akala ko yung girl, boy, bakla, tomboy. Or was it just not film festival na movie? At least napansin siya, nabigyan siya ng halaga. And sabi nga niya, she's been participating sa Metro Manila Film Festival and it was really her first time. So kumbaga, nagpatawa na lang si Meme Vice, and true to form, lagi si Vice sa kanyang patawa. And more than that, aside from being number 1 sa Taquilla, so far, unless may kumuha na ng slot na yon, at more than that, aside from being recognized, no, na better, na magandang pelikula, itong And the Breadwinner Is, number 1 sa Taquilla, showing the supremacy, glory pa rin ni Vice. But this time, nag-iba, full force pa rin si Vice sa promotion. Kitang-kita naman yun na unlike yung dati niyang pelikula with Ivana Alawi na kung saan nag-number 1 nga, and then several days later nakuha na ng Deleter ni Nadine Lustre yung top gross ng Metro Manila Film Festival ng 2022. This time, hindi nagpabaya si Vice. So, kumbaga, talagang nilaban pa rin niya. Even after several days. Kasi usually, pag palabas na ng pelikula, itong si Vice, umiikot na, not necessarily sa mga sinihan na ginagawa niya right now, pa rin, even Christmas Day, even post-Christmas Day, umiikot siya sa mga sinihan. Kumbaga, talagang iningatan niya yung kanyang pwesto as number 1 na top gross sa Metro Manila Film Festival. Usually nga, napansin ko is that after the pelikula, hindi na nag-promote si Vice at nag-New Year na sa ibang bansa ang buong pamilya. Pero this time, hindi. Talagang lumagi siya sa Metro Manila with family, hindi umikot, hindi pumunta sa kung sang Asian country. But this time talaga, kumbaga, mas sineryoso niya na hindi po pwede na makaangat yung iba. Kumbaga, in fighting form pa rin ang ating Meme. This is so much different this time. So, yun ang napansin ko kay Vice. And tingin ko, unless may pumasok pang iba na top gross na pelikula, mag number 1 sa Taquilla, so far, I think it's a lock for And the Breadwinner Is. I think it really augurs well for Vice and for its Showtime and ABS-CBN. Alright, so until next year, which is 2025. Hopefully, and I'm really praying na mas maganda ang year 2025, lalo na dito sa Amerika. I'm anxious about what's going on here, pero more than that, kailangan maging confident tayo at lumalaban. And I'm really hoping itong channel na to talagang mas lalong maging active ako. I really hope makagawa ako ng paraan where I'd be more active sa paglabas ng mga vlogs. I'm really hoping at least maka 10,000 subscribers tayo this coming 2025. Alright, again, ito po si Kuya Mike of the Kaya Koy List. Until next time.